Hello and welcome back to the GP Enigma, the podcast where we are two middle-aged women complaining to a server for 3 hours.
Yes.
Thanks for coming along. First problem, this isn't what I ordered. I actually ordered the chicken parm without the chicken. Anyways, I'm Grayson.
I'm PT.
And we're going to talk about some gaming this week because we're a couple of gamers. I was expecting a response there, but I guess that's cool as
Indeed
well.
we are.
So, if you're not a gamer, why aren't you? That's my real question for you.
Why aren't gamers? I guess.
You ever thought about, I saw a post once where there was just people going like, people who don't game, what on earth do you do in your free time? And it blew my mind.
Wait.
Yeah, like.
That's a good question. What do you read?
Yeah. I haven't read a book in so long.
The last time I read a book was probably like 2 months ago.
I know, but I'm having English class now, and I'm going to go back to just like watching the YouTube
I just
video
got English now.
Yeah. Whatever, you got the good English teacher.
Yeah, I do. I have the best English teacher.
Really flexing out here.
I am.
But yeah, so first thing just going off, I wanted to thank you guys for all the support on the first episode. And
we got quite a bit.
It was really appreciative. It did much better than either of us thought. So
I thought I'd get like
great.
5 views total.
We
got like 50. That was crazy.
That was crazy. But and then hopefully mic quality should be a little bit better around this time. Had some really weird issues that I can't really explain. I think they're good now, but
we hope so.
We'll see.
If not, we'll reshoot the whole episode.
So now. Back to the question that everyone's been waiting for.
No.
Number one best game of all time. What do you got?
That's the thing. I was very upset at you for that. Because you wouldn't let me answer multiple.
Sue me.
I should.
Taking a court.
I think I should.
So what do you got? Number one game of all time.
Well, I answered this last time, and you wouldn't let me choose multiple.
Exactly. I'm still not letting you choose multiple now.
Are you kidding me? I'm still going with Skyrim, okay?
All right, and why Skyrim? What's the...
Honestly, it's probably just because I'm saying it, probably because of like the nostalgia value.
Yeah.
Probably, for me personally. But also because it's just like a really good game.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
It is. I recently started playing Skyrim, and it's already like at least top 5, maybe top 3 for games I've ever played.
And I've been playing it since like 2nd, 3rd grade.
Yeah, it's a dang good game.
It is a really good game.
But the better version of it's Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, it's not. That game's so whack, dude.
Not at all.
Horizon I played it through like twice, and I just can't do it.
The perfect combat system.
No, it doesn't.
It's the leveling's great, the design's great, everything like that. Except I lied. There's a better game. And that's this game right here. My Sims Agents on the Wii.
I have My Sims on my computer. Not like I played it through all
They've got puzzles. They've got mystery.
They can't even see it.
They've got a Yeti. Like, this game right here is absolutely incredible.
I don't know if I played this one. I have the My Sims, which you just like build a town.
No one's ever played this game before.
What, Agents? Or My Sims?
Like, this game, like, I don't know.
So why do you have it?
I don't know. I remember the first My Sims game we got from Taco Bell. Taco Bell, like, you know how like McDonald's will give out toys with their
they're giving out games?
Meals? They gave out a My Sims game for their computer.
Is that how bad the sales were for My Sims?
Maybe. I don't really know. But for some reason they gave out My Sims. And then I think we just saw, like, at GameStop once, we saw My Sims Agents, and I was like, ooh, I'm a 6-year-old. That sounds really appealing.
I remember playing My Sims on my aunt's Wii, and then, like, I think 3 years ago, it was probably 2 years ago, I asked my grandmother to download it on my laptop, and I played it through. It was really good.
My Sims is really fun, but My Sims Agents takes the cake.
No, it doesn't.
And you want to know the craziest thing?
No, not really.
I am going to tell you anyways.
Okay.
I have the world record speed run for this game.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you dead ass?
I'm completely dead ass. I have the world record speed run for My Sims Agents.
How do you know that?
Because I looked up the record and my time was faster. I've beaten this game probably 10 times by now.
Do you have any like proof though?
I think if I put this into the Wii, it would still show how long it took me to complete the game. And it's faster than what the alleged world record is. I have to say, everything here is allegedly because it's not exactly competitive, you know.
My Sims Agents.
Yeah. My Sims Agents isn't like this League of Legends type thing where everyone's trying to be the best at it. but
I don't know.
I'll always take that I have the record and I'm the best at it.
Oh, on a game that no one's ever heard of before.
Hey, man, when you suck at gaming, it's fine.
Excuse me?
That's the funny thing. I absolutely love gaming, but I'm terrible.
Oh, yeah, are you?
Well, here's...
See, that's not the case with me. I'm great at gaming.
I've beat her in every game we've played.
That's cap.
And that's not
That's
at all.
complete cap.
Every game we've played,
What game?
I'm better. COD, Worms,
No, that's
Minecraft.
First of all, I was like sleep
Five
deprived
Nights at
and it was
Freddy's.
like 3 a.m.
Doesn't matter.
Does
I
it
was
not?
better. No, I was better, 100%.
I was leading by like 6 or 8 points.
Did you win?
Shut up.
Yeah. No,
No,
I
because
won.
I started like not caring.
Oh, yeah. Once you started losing, that's when you're like, I don't care anymore.
No, because I was leading by so much. I'm like, dude, I got this in the bag.
And then, did you?
I did.
No.
I had it in the bag.
Yeah, you had it, and then that bag ripped.
You know what? You suck.
Yeah, I clearly don't. I'm the better player here.
In Worms, that's different because I've never played it before. You have.
Worms is just a fun game. If you guys have ever played Worms, you know it's.
I recommend it.
It's
Of
a
course,
really fun
probably not
game.
by yourself. If you want by yourself, sure. But we like.
If you play Worms by yourself, we'd love to be your friend.
That's kind of weird.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We have
It's
your back.
okay.
You gotta be in a low place to play Worms by yourself.
Oh dear.
So yeah, so Skyrim, your favorite. My favorite's Horizon.
Are you
or
serious?
My Sims Agent.
Are you serious? Horizon
Yes.
Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn is such a good game.
No, it's not.
I love the combat in it.
It's good if you're just starting out with gaming.
No, because it's open world. They have really good monsters and everything to fight. There's practically everything about it.
I don't like how when you drop from like not even a high like place, you like die.
That's because you're used to Skyrim. It's like the
Yeah, but I mean
can
it's not
survive
realistic.
anything.
Like it's not even high, and you just like at least you would do is like some like broken ankles.
nah. Well, most games are like that, where like the fall
But it's
damage is
dumb.
completely. Oh yeah, fall damage in games is
Skyrim is lit.
Skyrim is
With
very
their
good,
fall
but
damage.
like their combat system kind of needs work. But
It was released in 2011.
no, that's what I mean. But like, is Elder Scrolls 6 ever going to come out? No. So
Yeah, I mean like in a couple years probably.
no, it won't.
It was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be released like last year.
Yeah, Shrek 5 was supposed to come out 2 years ago, and here we are.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Shrek 5.
I didn't. I wrote a poem about
Did
Shrek 5
you?
in English class.
I didn't.
I wrote a poem. My teacher loved it. And it's
I
about
don't
the
know
sorrows
how
of me
or why.
waiting for Shrek 5. But here we are, Shrek 5 list.
Sometimes I just wonder like why I ever like talked to this dude.
Sometimes I wonder why Shrek 5 isn't out yet.
What would even the plot line be?
Have you ever seen Despicable Me 3? Same
Yeah.
thing, but with Shrek.
He has a twin brother?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm hoping so.
Okay. Anyway,
Or
gaming.
like Back to the
Did you
Future.
ever play the Shrek DS game?
I did.
I did too.
Oh,
I
it
like
was
loved
so
it. I
weird.
loved playing it,
Like-
but I
like
just realized how weird.
There's
it
like
was.
Mario. We had a Shrek game on the Wii too, where it was
Really?
like it's like Mario Party but Shrek games. They were so weird.
Dude, they're like just milking the
Yeah.
Shrek franchise. I
That-
can't believe we can say
yeah.
that the Shrek franchise.
It's weird.
the
like-
saga.
It's one of the weirdest things that like me and my older sister, our nostalgia in games has nothing to do with anyone else's. Our nostalgia is stuff like My Sims Agents and everything like that. And everyone else like, oh, I used to play Mario. We're like, no, we played Shrek Party games. We played My Sims.
What did we play? I don't even know what my family played as.
It was weird.
A bunch of Xbox games, Lego
Well, yeah.
games. I loved Lego.
Well, we
games.
didn't have a PlayStation until like I bought one for myself.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was just a Wii
I
for
grew
the
up on
longest
video
time.
games.
No.
I see that was the thing with my family. Everyone had, like played with toys and everything, and I never played with toys. It was always just video games. Like right when I like was able to hold a controller.
You're who boomers hate.
Really?
You know that? Yeah.
Dude, I'm just.
If there's any 80-year-old men watching this, they're gonna go, ugh, this generation. Hey, if you're an
No,
80-year-old man
I'm
watching this,
serious.
shout out, bro. Like,
One of the
turn
first
up.
games I played, I think literally one of the first games I played was like Minecraft. When it
Ooh.
first came out, like the first release, like no hunger bars, like
Oh,
nothing.
really? You were that
like
OG
pork
with it.
chops could not stack. That stuff.
That used to be a thing?
Yeah, pork chop. You could not stack like once you like when you kill something, you could not stack pork chops.
That's crazy.
And like mushroom stew was like very common to make.
Yeah. I played Minecraft. I had it like Pocket Edition for a while, but this was when Pocket Edition
remember
sucked.
Pocket
Like,
Edition.
but like this was before the Ender Dragon was in. Like this was before the
Oh,
end
yeah.
was in Pocket Edition.
I remember how accomplished I felt when I killed the Ender Dragon when I was younger.
me and my friend used
But
to
I
play
always did it on
all
creative.
the time.
I always did it on creative or with host privileges.
Oh
so
no,
I could fly.
we had like a full legit world where we had this like really nice base, bunch of enchanted diamond armor and all of this. Back when diamond was the best thing, and
It still is.
Yeah, diamond's just the most OG for sure.
It is. I can't even imagine myself using netherite.
Netherite doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks kind of cool. I think it looks like some like iron armor, like it's not like Minecraft iron armor, but like a different kind of medieval iron armor.
It kind of actually looks like Skyrim armor.
Yeah,
like the
it
banded
does.
iron armor. It looks
Dude,
very
it
similar
does.
to that.
Dude, oh my gosh, I remember like when I don't know why, but it was like years after Skyrim was like released, like they like Minecraft released like a mashup pack of Skyrim, and it was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like it had Whiterun and like Riverwood, and like I think the Labyrinth in it.
Yeah,
you
they
probably
had
haven't
a
been
lot
to
of
the Labyrinth yet.
That was a really cool skin pack.
It was really cool. I loved like the swords and stuff. Like the diamond sword was like a glass sword and stuff like that.
Have you ever played much
Daedric.
modded Minecraft?
No, the only modded Minecraft I've ever played is Pixelmon. That's about it.
Yeah.
I love Pixelmon.
Well, Crazy Craft. That was like my stuff growing up, like 3rd,
Oh.
4th grade.
What class? I forgot. I think I watched Joey Graceffa's
Oh, really?
Crazy
Who
Craft.
was
I loved Joey Graceffa.
Was it like
growing up.
Atlanticraft? I think are the ones who made the Crazy Craft mod
I don't know.
pack. But
What even is it?
It's a ton of mod packs put together. The kind of core one is like when you have to go against all like the mythical creatures. Where,
Yeah,
like, the
that was
Bastille
sick.
and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you have to kill them. But like, it made Minecraft so good because it's like there's a clear like there's the levels of monsters you have to fight. You have the queen and king dragons and all that.
Yeah. The
And then
fairies.
like
I remember the
final
fairies.
boss of Godzilla. Very topical at this time.
Who'd you
with
watch? I
Godzilla.
always for the Crazy Craft. It was always Joey Graceffa, but sometimes I would switch to like LD Shadow Lady. Dude, did you know who that is?
I don't actually.
You
I
have
didn't
to know who that is, dude.
I
Dude, I
don't.
watched like the OGs. Like I watched Stampy, I Ballistic Squid. Always, I loved watching his Minecraft series and his Disney Infinity series for some reason. And,
Disney
like,
Infinity was so weird because
I replayed
Okay.
it recently and I realized like that game sucks.
here is my
was my
vendetta
childhood, but it
against
sucks.
the OG Disney Infinity,
Like the first one?
Skylanders. That was the first thing to
Oh.
come out. Like that Disney Infinity just stole it, but Skylanders just took advantage of kids because they're like, oh,
I never
here's
played
this
Skylanders.
character that costs $10, and to a kid you're just like, oh yeah, that sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like $500 richer if it wasn't for that game. And it just makes me
Man.
so angry that they robbed me of
I
all
liked
that
it.
money as a child.
I still have all of my Disney Infinity figures. I'm pretty sure. I might have lost.
I don't
one or
think I've
two.
ever actually played Disney Infinity.
Dude, it was really was my childhood. Like when as I was getting older, I was like more of
Yeah.
my childhood. Like I had all the games. I think it stopped at the 3rd one. I don't think the 4th one was ever made. They like canceled it or whatever. And you can find like the figures on eBay for like quite a lot.
Really?
But unfortunately, like I would probably sell them. But my little sister thought they were toys, so some of them are broken.
Oh,
and it makes me
really?
very upset that she would
Well,
ever play with them.
You know, like the OG Star Wars action figures? I had 10 of those. You know the ones that sell for like $1,000 now?
Oh, the ones that are like really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 10 of
Do you
those.
have
They
them?
were a gift from... No, not anymore.
Why?
They were a gift from my grandma when I turned 10 years old. And at the time, like it was like two... No, it wasn't when I was 10. I think it was when I was 8, and I sold them when I was 10. Because I was too young to understand, like, oh, these are like antique, really cool stuff. To me, it was just like, oh, these are action fingers, like their elbows can't even move. Like, they're not very fun to play with. So I sold them for like 10 cents each. It's just $1 for all of them at a garage sale.
Are you
And
serious?
well, if I still had them, I wouldn't even sell
Someone
them because
made
that'd be like
mad
prized
profit.
possessions. But so I always regret not having those now. And I really wish I could get them back. Speaking of Star Wars, that Lego Star Wars game coming out. I'm probably the most excited for that game than I have been for like any
Why?
other game in a long time. Because Lego Star Wars is like probably the number one game for my childhood. That is another top 3 game all time
Are
for
you
me.
serious?
I've 100% completed Star Wars.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars is such a fun game. And I think the reason is because they had to get creative with it. When you don't have voice lines, which just made the game even better, they had to get creative with how to like portray
Yeah, I
people talking
noticed
and
that.
everything
I
like that.
replayed it recently, and I noticed how there's like just no dialogue.
Oh yeah, it's just really fun. It's just like different grunts and screams.
Yeah, you're
and stuff like that.
R2D2 screaming
Oh man,
and
the
stuff.
Yoda death noise is like.
I forgot what that sounds like. It was weird.
Oh, it just Yoda like. Like it's something crazy like that. It's amazing though.
Nice.
Yeah. So hey, we've gone through my top 3 games. What are the next 2 after Skyrim?
Ooh, I gotta think. Okay. Honestly, probably number 2 would definitely be, I think you know already, is definitely probably Detroit Become Human.
Definitely, probably,
maybe like
Okay.
Detroit Become Human. I love that game so much.
I think so. My realistic list, my Sims Agents isn't actually on it. That game's on mine too.
Yeah.
That's
on your top 3?
yeah, definitely.
Really?
It's gonna go Horizon. I'm not sure what's 2 and 3, but like Detroit is such a good game. It's like a playable.
It really
movie.
is. It really
It's
is
incredible.
so good. Like the graphics are great.
Yeah.
They have great actors for it. Like it's
Oh
just
my gosh,
really,
Brian
yeah.
Deckard
No,
is
he has the
amazing.
most. Like he has the biggest crush.
He is hot. That's all I'm saying. I'm into there, but like, man,
Oh
Brian
my
Deckard.
gosh.
If you're listening,
He's not.
I'm sorry, Amelia. Anyways, so but yeah,
No.
that game's so good. But like that
It is.
company makes like a game like every 10 years, and that's why they're so good.
No, I was gonna say I want a sequel, but maybe not.
Well-
I just want to see like how they're doing now.
Yeah,
I just want
an update.
I just want an update, really.
An update vlog. Just be like,
I really-
here's where I've been.
Dude, that'd be sick. They could like vlog through their eyes too.
100%.
That'd be sick. Man.
But like, I feel like they'll probably make another game in like 2025, something like that.
I
But
can't
then,
wait that long.
but what they'll probably do is like make references to Detroit Become Human, but it'll
Yeah.
still be a completely different game. That's what they
Well,
did in
but
Detroit.
it'll still
with
be really
Heavy
good.
Rain.
If anything, it'll be maybe not better. I don't know.
I think it could be better because like
I don't know.
What-
I just love that game too much.
when you're not rushing games, they can become really, really good,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why that company is probably one of my favorites.
Cyberpunk.
Oh my gosh, that is the most disappointing game I think ever.
Because
Like,
it was rushed as hell, dude.
Oh yeah, but like I knew from when the hype started, it was just like it's not gonna be able to live up to it. There's just no
Mm-hmm.
way, and that's what happens when you overhype something. It comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and like the game's not that bad, but especially if on
It just
PC,
didn't
it's
live up to
fine.
it, though, did it?
No, it was just
Yeah.
there's so many different problems with it, and yeah, so that's why you don't rush stuff like that. Wait, what are you looking at?
I was looking at your cat.
My cat.
She was just sitting in a window.
I didn't know I had a cat.
Well, it comes and goes.
Well, that cat does.
But yes, I want to talk about Detroit Become Human because I think how I got into it, I think, was 8th grade year, 7th. No, it was 8th grade year for sure. I think I was watching Jacksepticeye
Yes, I was
play
gonna say same
Until
thing.
Dawn.
Jacksepticeye's the one who got me
I was
into
watching him play Until Dawn because I was into Until Dawn like
Oh,
early elementary
Until
school.
Dawn's a good
Yeah,
game.
that was one of the first games I got on my PlayStation too, and I was really into it because me and my sister we always watched PewDiePie together. That's what we always did, and we found that he had like this scary game series. I'm like, whoa, why don't we watch that? And then I just got like really into it after it. Like I was so interested in like all the lore and like all like the legends and stuff. And then I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and then like years later I was like, I just feel like watching Until Dawn, so I started watching Jack play it. Because I thought he was more interesting than PewDiePie a little bit. I felt like he knew what he was doing more than PewDiePie did. PewDiePie just went all willy nilly.
PewDiePie's fallen off so much lately. Like
Well,
his
that's-
content, like he sucks now.
Yeah, well, that's because the T series stuff really
Yeah.
like revived him. I feel like.
Well, no, but like yeah, he was good for a while, but like this year he just
Yeah?
completely fell off, and it's so weird because like this is what PewDiePie's always been. I'm a big PewDiePie fan too, but everyone has to admit he goes up and then he goes back down, and that's just all he ever does.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, so just like there's, and then Jacksepticeye has always been super energetic and everything like that, and like it's really unfortunate that his dad just died, but like, yeah, it's so sad.
What?
Yeah, his dad just passed away a little bit ago, so he's out of content. I really feel for the guy, but so yeah, I agree with you totally. Like Jacksepticeye's always been better and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's funny that we both like got into Jacksepticeye with the same game with Detroit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I was into Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, I said that backwards. We got into Detroit because
Oh
of
yeah,
Jacksepticeye.
because
I said
yeah.
it completely backwards.
No, I loved Jacksepticeye growing up. I was
He's such a good guy too.
He is. He's such a genuine person. I love like seeing all of his posts on Instagram and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
he's
stuff
just
like
an
that.
incredible guy.
But yeah,
I was thinking it's crazy that like I don't think Detroit would have been as big without him because like him and
a
Brian
lot
Deckard,
of games would not be as big if not for Jack.
Oh yeah, well like him, like so Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie. There's so many games that they have helped
Yeah.
bring to the spot they are, and I mean I'm sure that's like same with like plenty of games. Those are just some YouTubers that I've
Yeah, I
watched
think-
with it.
I think Jacksepticeye really like kickstarted Subnautica. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Subnautica definitely wouldn't have been where it's at.
Yeah, and there was another game I forgot. It was also like Emily is Away. Like he really
Oh, Emily is Away is such
It's
a good
really,
story.
I love
that
watching it. I just rewatched it, not even like, I don't know, a week ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
With Detroit Become Human, have you heard about the theory of like why? Because you know how like Marcus is like the special android, and they know it's a gift from Kamsky to Carl. The like biggest theory is that Kamsky gave it to Carl because he knew Carl would like make him become deviant, and so Kamsky was like trying to lead the.
Well, yeah,
Android
it's Carl.
revolution.
He's an artist.
Yeah, so I think that was really cool. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I also love the thing where it's like the like really it's like subtle subplot that like red ice is what's causing them to go deviant.
Really?
Yeah, because red ice is made from the components in
Oh,
the
yeah,
androids, and every single case that involves deviancy also involves red ice. So I always thought that was really cool. That's what makes the game because there's so much attention to detail. It's just crazy good.
Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, how I discovered it. Yeah, I was watching Jacksepticeye play it Until Dawn, and then I just fell asleep. I just fell asleep watching it because I don't remember what. I think it was like midday, and I just like fell asleep because I was.
Oh
like,
really?
I was just laying in my bed. It was way before I moved into my garage. I was, but yeah, and then I woke up and I'm like, there was like he was just playing. I just saw Connor just walking around. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is happening? And then I was watching and I just got like really interested. I'm like, dude, what is happening? And like, I don't think I would have watched it if I didn't see that he had choices to make. If it wasn't a Telltale game, or not a Telltale game, but like a choose your own story game, I probably would have clicked away.
Well, that's the thing. So like Telltale always had such good success. It really sucks that they closed down now. I don't know why.
We still need to play all the Telltale games.
I don't know how they went bankrupt or anything like that, but like Detroit Became Human took what Telltale did and then took all of their flaws and erased them and then just made like a perfect story game.
Yeah.
Because always the problem with Telltale was that the choices you make don't actually matter that much. No matter what you do, it changes the story a little bit, but you'll get the same outcome.
Yeah.
With Detroit, there's so many different outcomes. You can
especially
die
if you
in
play an
so many
experience.
places. Oh, yeah.
Experience is dangerous.
Experience just makes it so fun.
Yeah, I was thinking for my first playthrough, I was thinking like, should I do casual? But like, no, I've literally seen days of gameplay on this game. I should play experience, and I ended up doing that. And I still got the perfect ending.
Yeah. The problem with his experience is if you don't have a good thing to run it on, it's so hard to make the quick time like fights and stuff.
Yeah, well, my PlayStation was brand new.
Yeah, if there's lag with it, it is like impossible to win those fights. But I think I've only lost one fight throughout all my times playing Detroit.
I don't know if I ever have. I think I literally just got the perfect gameplay. Not trying to flex,
but
yeah. But I don't know, dude. Finding that game was like I got like just so into it. And I started watching everyone play it. Like PewDiePie played it. He obviously played it differently, and I actually played it different than Jack because I think when Marcus got in a fight with Leo, I think what I did was I didn't push him.
Oh.
And that was a big mistake. Spoilers here. I didn't push him, so he didn't like. Yeah, this is spoilers. Okay. So he didn't fall back and hit his head. So what ended up happening was, I didn't push him. So Carl was still freaking out and he had a heart attack and he just died.
That's what they have. That scene where you go visit Carl, like it can either be at the grave or in
yeah,
the house.
I know. And I
so
got so sad. I'm like, what happened? Why is he dead? I just didn't want to push Leo. And I don't know. I got so upset, and I redid it, but apparently it didn't save. Like I redid it. Like I did it early on, like before I played on and everything. I was like, no, I'm not doing. Like no, Carl's not dead. And then I was like, okay, good. I replayed it. It's good. And then like hours later, I'm at Carl's grave, and I'm like, what happened?
Sucks,
I thought it saved, and I just got really sad. And I saw Leo there, and I was like, dude,
well,
I'm
that's
so
part of what
pissed
makes
off
him better
right now.
games. Like something I learned is that like
I know. I just didn't want Carl to be dead.
Skip ahead if you don't want to hear spoilers for this game. You're planning to play it, but when I played through, I'd already seen stuff before, so I was like, okay, I want to play through storylines where I don't know what's happening. Except I low-key hate Kara and Alice's story because it's the same no matter what. Once you've seen it once, there's not much replay to it, and that's why they give you the option to kill her right away. That's why, because she's the only character that you can just kill and leave be and keep playing with the others.
But what do you mean? There's a lot of endings too.
They're all like the exact same though. It's just
no,
like
they're not.
Nah, pretty much throughout the story, it's either you make it to Canada, you die trying to make it to Canada, or you get sent off to the factory to get shut down.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that one's so dark.
It is.
Like that. Makes me
it's such dark, but like that's what I mean. Like I really liked it the first time, but there's no replay value to it. So I was playing it. I was just like, well, this is my first playthrough of me playing and not watching Jack play it. I'll play them out and just go through the normal stuff and do whatever. And I didn't want to get the ending of going to the factory to get shut down. So I was like, okay, I'll just try to get him to Canada. But I was like, okay. So I've seen Connor become deviant, and then I've seen Marcus stay like completely neutral the whole time, like not being aggressive, be pacifist. That's the word.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do an aggressive run with Marcus, and I learned a little thing that when you're trying to get in Canada with Alice and Kara.
Oh yeah, and it's aggressive.
And it's aggressive. They don't let you in. You get
Yeah,
shot on sight. And I was
yeah.
like, I just killed everyone because that's aggressive. It's like that's what's so good about the game is that every little detail matters.
Yeah, and like your choices from Marcus affected Kara's life too. It's so crazy.
And like
it's absolutely insane.
What you do with Kara can change what happens with Connor. There's just tons
and
of
like
stuff.
Hank can die. Like Hank can die if you choose to not become deviant. Like you can kill him or he will shoot himself, and just so many.
The Hank death scenes are so
I know
sad.
it makes me so like when you hear like Sumo just barking.
No, it's the worst.
I got so sad.
Hank's the best character in that game. And
I love Hank. I love him now. Now whenever I hear Clancy Brown like voice acting, like Mr. Krabs, or like sometimes he makes appearances on like Mickey Mouse shorts and stuff, and it just I don't know, it makes me super happy.
Clancy Brown's such a good voice actor.
I love Clancy Brown. Here, like following his Instagram, I love it so much.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Clancy Brown's freaking sick.
So yeah. Well, here, this is kind of what I was going to go into is that like our favorite games for each kind of category.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's by far, going to be both of our favorite story game.
Yeah, no, the story is immaculate.
And then I think same thing. We both know open world games. Mine's going to be Horizon. Yours going to be Skyrim. So what do you think? What would you say your favorite like competitive game is? I'll do that. I can go first.
I honestly don't play like a lot of competitive games, like first person shooting games anymore. That's I guess I don't know. I used to play quite a bit of them in 7th grade, 8th grade. Like I played Fortnite.
Oh
no, I did a lot. But that's just because I had someone else.
I have some brags about Fortnite.
I hope not. Shit.
No, because I had Fortnite before Battle Royale was even a thing.
Oh really?
So all of you guys, you missed the bus here. Save the World before it was terrible was so good. That sentence made no sense.
Yeah.
But like, I had that thing from like the very first season and all this. And then one of my best friends, he bought the disc for the game. This was once again like right when Battle Royale was starting. Discs stopped being made like right afterwards, which means they became super rare. So he sold his disc of Fortnite that he bought for $10, and he sold that thing for $120. So yeah, like in total, he made $110 off of a disc that he bought like 2 years ago, just recently. And then he got this like super nice keyboard out of it, and it's just like, man, I wish I'd bought Fortnite all that time ago. Then, so yeah, I was one of the OGs for Fortnite.
Yeah, were you?
The funniest thing is, I suck at the game.
Really?
I have like 2 wins.
I would say I'm average. Like I remember after not playing for like 2 years, I was like, whatever. I have the Epic Game Launcher on my laptop. Like whatever, I'll just play it. And I immediately got like 6 kills in like 2nd place for not playing for like 2 years.
Well, yeah, everyone always like gets all on Fortnite for all this stuff. But it's like it's really a good game. Like there's nothing wrong with the game.
I don't know.
It's a young game. That's the thing.
I guess
if you're a 17-year-old trying to play the game, you're not going to like it as much because you're not the target audience.
I guess it's more like personal experiences with it that
really. Well, and it's like people are getting annoyed at all the kids who are playing it. That's who the target audience is. Like you can't expect them not.
Yeah,
there's
no like blood or gore or anything.
Exactly.
Either.
I think it's a really good game.
Yeah.
And like, as controversial as this is, I would probably say it's the best battle royale game ever made. As good as Minecraft. Battle Royales were.
No way, dude. I forgot about that.
Oh, I used to play those all the time. Like,
did you ever play it on like PlayStation Edition? Like,
I
on
have.
The console? Dude, I love the Hunger Games map. Oh, man.
Yeah, Hunger Games on Minecraft is some really good stuff. And I remember I used to watch so much of that on YouTube.
That too. Like just the Hunger Games like servers and stuff. I'm talking about like on your PlayStation console edition, like you played like the Hunger Games on that. Did you ever play that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like I think an Elytra like one like they were called mini games. There was like a mini game bar you could click, dude.
Yeah,
that brings back
Minecraft
memories.
is such a good game.
It really is.
That's one of the few games that I also put in the category if it's a perfect game.
Oh, definitely. I play it all the time.
There are so very few games that you can say are a perfect game, but that's one of them. I mean, it's lasted this long. People still love it.
It like spiked. I think. Well, it probably spiked just because of PewDiePie, but it like really spiked. Like the Minecraft. Like
who's the guy who started it? Was it Jay Schlatt? Someone made a video called a tribute to Minecraft, and that's what really set it back off.
Was it Jay Schlatt?
I don't remember who made tribute to Minecraft, but that's what really took the game off. And then it wasn't even PewDiePie next. It was Laserbeam. Laserbeam started making Minecraft content. PewDiePie started right after, and like Laserbeam was like the king of the trending tab for so long.
Really?
And then PewDiePie started making the Minecraft series, and it just completely blew up. I mean,
yeah, because like a lot of people know him as, he started playing Minecraft in the beginning of his YouTube career. Like, that's not really true. Not really.
Well, yeah, and he even made all the jokes about it. But his Minecraft series became like a story with all his characters and stuff, which was just so.
It was sick.
Funny.
It was a really good series. I've watched it through.
Wasn't he getting like 10 million views an episode? Like
it was really popular.
It was
and like that year for Minecraft was really good. Like there was a bunch of Minecraft pages being made and stuff, like tutorials everywhere. Everyone just like started loving Minecraft, and to this day I still see so many like Minecraft pages on my Discover feed, and I love watching it. I love watching the content.
Minecraft's another one where we were just like out of open world games. It's definitely like
it's really good. It's a really good game, and they're still like making updates and stuff.
And what I'd say Minecraft's definitely the best at is like a game to play with friends. Like that's one where like you can be across the world. There's so many things you can do.
Now I want to play Minecraft.
Hey, we'll play some after.
Dude, I would love to.
But like, yeah. Minecraft is just...
You gotta get Java.
It's one of the... I do at some point.
You got it. It's just
like, definitely one of the perfect games. So, we've gone over open world games.
Yeah,
you never answer with competitive games, but you don't play them.
I said because I don't play a lot. But I mean, I really just don't play a lot.
I'd say...
Especially since I don't really have anyone to play it with. And I don't have like PS Plus or anything, so I can't get like Modern Warfare or anything like... or anything like that, but
I'd say for me, definitely Rainbow Six Siege because
I've never played
because it's so fun because like you can play it casually as long as you have some skills, and like I'm not very good at gaming, but I can still play that game, fun and everything like that. And then like I got friends who are crazy good at it, so it's fun to play with them because they can just carry me to wins. But that was another one of those games that has such attention to detail because it was supposed to be like the most like simulation type thing of a war game in history. Yeah, well, like literally, like you can like there's all the mechanics of like lean around walls, everything like that, like shooting through. There's realistic damage, like 3 shots from some guns and you're dead, and like a headshot instant kill. It's such a good game. And then I remember Overwatch.
I do remember
for
Overwatch.
Competitive games when that first came out. It was like the crazy big hit. Like that was the game of the year, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I remember hearing a lot about it though.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Well, that was another one of those games that Jacksepticeye helped take to where it is. Yeah. I don't think
I've ever seen his Overwatch.
It was one of his like biggest things at the time.
That's probably because I don't really watch.
Then Overwatch decided to shoot itself in the foot and never add anything new to the game ever. There was like 2 characters, 3 characters added a year, and then nothing was changed with how you play or anything like that. So it's just the super competitive people. Then all of the casual gamers were like, "Well, this is getting old now."
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder why.
Yeah. And I mean, talking about Fortnite earlier, that's part of why Fortnite did so well. Is because they were adding new stuff every single week. There's update night. That's why it made it perfect for YouTubers, for streamers, for casual players, for competitive. And I think that's one of the smartest things they've ever done too, is making separate modes for casual and competitive play. Because that is so annoying when you suck at the game.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of sweats. I have that problem with so many games.
Dude, yeah. What I'm hearing is that you just suck at competitive gaming.
Yeah, but it happens.
It's okay.
Also, I don't even know if I'm that bad at games. It's just all of my friends are crazy good.
Yeah.
Like I have multiple friends who are like in competitive tournaments, invitationals, and I'm just like, I got 4 kills once.
I got into competitive Minecraft building.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Never did it.
You were so excited when you told us.
I was so excited, and then like I never got like an email back. You're supposed to get an email back to confirm like your entry and stuff, and I just never got it back, and I don't know why.
That's kind of weird.
It's like held in our city and everything.
Maybe
it's supposed to be for my age group.
It possibly could have been
like our
because of
district.
COVID stuff, but
no, it still went on.
I
went to the website and I was like, oh, good to know you guys are revealing winners and stuff. Cool. Wish I was involved.
That sucks.
It made me so sad. Because I remember I went to our friend's group chat and I was so excited. I'm like, guys, look what I just did. Look what I just signed up for.
Yeah, all of us were just like, cool.
Yeah, because nobody else really plays Minecraft. At least at that time they didn't. Now they kind of do. but nobody else really played Minecraft at that time. Do you ever notice that whenever you and I talk about something, everyone starts like getting into it?
Exactly.
Like Star Wars, Minecraft.
Here's the thing, because I know that our friends probably won't even listen to this because you know.
We're talking mad smack about y'all.
We are very much like the alphas of the group, where it's kind of like if we're doing something, then it happens.
Because like that's exactly how it went. Like in May or in April, I started watching Star Wars, and like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, I love Star Wars now." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, then they're all trying to claim that they're Lord of the Rings fans just because we never started talking out about it. We're just like, no, we're not trying to be gatekeepers, but don't try and claim something you've never even watched.
Well, also it's because like we grew up on that stuff, and it's like, don't fake it, please. Like that's no, it's just so important.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I'm not trying to shame them or anything. Like it's cool that because we brought something up there, got into it. Like that's dope. Like that's just because funny. Now we can talk about it and stuff. But like it's just a funny pattern to notice that whenever you and I like talk about something and are excited about it, they're like, oh, well now I'm into that too. Like, but it's still cool. But that's like cool about our friendship though. Is like we just get more stuff to talk about. And to bond about.
It works out pretty well.
Yeah, I don't get like jealous or like mad about it. Like I just think it's silly.
All right, so other game categories for top. Have you played many sports games at all?
No, not really. I played NBA on my with I think it was 4th or 5th grade. I played it quite a like 2K, quite a bit. But that's because I had a friend that was interested in it, and like whenever he'd come over, he'd be like, "Do you want to play 2K?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like whatever. Yeah. But not really, no.
I've been like growing up around like Madden and stuff like that for quite a while.
Yeah, my dad got Madden 2K like every year it came out for a while.
The problem with sports games like that though is that it's just AAA titles stealing money from you because it's the same game every year with slightly different mechanics and new characters, and that's it.
Why was 2K20 so hyped?
2K20 was just it was one of the best ones they've made. And then 21 they changed a lot, just not as good. Like so many people are going back to 20 now.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that.
So like everyone's like 99 overall in 20 and all this. So like, but it's Sporting Wing is one of the things that's like they're kind of in a position where there's not much they can do though, because you can't really add new mechanics because sports are just how they are. Yeah. Sports work in person because you're actually playing them, and you know it's just something people love. But at a certain point, it gets back to that same where casual players of sports games will get bored because there's nothing else to do. I mean, I'd bet you that practically no one ever plays Madden and actually goes through 3 seasons. You play one season, then you go, I won the Super Bowl. Okay, I'll go play a new game now.
Sports games just really aren't my thing. It gets like really repetitive after a while, and I understand that. Like yeah, of course, a game will be different every time, but it just gets too similar, and that's why like you know, playing sports in real life is way better, like, of course.
But then, like, the plus sides to sports games is that they will never be boring if you're playing it with someone. If you're playing against someone, because then the competitive nature kicks in, that's always fun. And same thing, that's why sports work in person. Yeah. But, like, at the end of the day, you'll never be able to just keep on playing against CPUs in sports games. You can do that in most other games. They have replay value. But, like, season modes against CPU just don't have much replay value for stuff like that. That's kind of one of my grudges against the 2K games, because I have the wrestling game and I have the NBA game. I don't have golf, but you know.
Golf? My dad
I don't have
golf
2K
game.
golf.
He plays it quite a bit. He played it because he started playing his golf game again because apparently like on like Modern Warfare, like a bunch of like people, apparently it was cross-platform.
Oh,
so like
really?
a bunch of computer players, and they found like this hack. Apparently, like it went viral, like on apparently because my dad has TikTok, so he showed me on TikTok and on Twitch and everything that the computer players had a link where it had an X-ray vision for everyone on the server, and it had red lines pointing to exactly where everyone was. So he just got tired of playing. He got so mad. He started playing Battlefront as a result in his golf game because apparently that was like a big thing that happened.
We'll get to Battlefront after this, but
no.
Yeah, so my grudge against 2K first is just that you have to grind so much to get your players well enough, like, and it's fun. There's nothing really wrong with it, but it's one of those things where it's like sometimes it takes so long and it's a little bit too repetitive. But that's just what you get with sports games. There's like diehard fans that'll be like, no, don't change and everything like that. But yeah. So speaking of Battlefront, that is one of the worst games to ever come out.
Wait, which one? The first one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay.
First one.
I was like, the first one's like sick.
The first one was amazing. Then the second one comes out, and everyone was so excited. The demo came out, everyone was even more excited because it played incredible. And then EA took 3 knives, stabbed one in your gut, one in your neck, and one right through your head, and killed the game. You had to pay $100 to have anything good in the game.
Are you serious?
Their lightsaber combat makes no sense. It's just, there was so much that they did terribly. I think they finally started fixing stuff now, but it's never going to be the same as the first Battlefront.
Damn.
And yeah. I was really disappointed because I pre-ordered the most deluxe edition. So me and my dad split it because he was a gamer back then too. But so we split. It was $100 game, so we split it. Both paid $50. I mean, it sounds like me complaining, but that's just another $50 I'll never get back. Skylanders and Star Wars stealing my money.
Luckily, I never spent my own money on Disney Infinity. My dad just brought home figures from work, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, Dad." It was really sweet.
Oh, yeah.
But I never spent my own money, so.
Yeah, that's just... Battlefront makes me so angry. Just EA as a company. That's why Madden sucks, too.
Hey, that's a game that I beat you in. Pretty.
Battlefront?
Yeah.
I think you're capping. I think we're even on that one.
No, I beat you.
I'm pretty sure we were even.
No, we were. I literally beat you. I will take this to the grave.
I don't... I'm saying here I don't know.
You played light side, I played
won't.
dark side, and I think...
Okay.
Who did I win? I think I was Darth Vader last. I think...
Oh, I think you might be right.
Yeah,
I'll give
and then
you
you played
that.
Chewie and Leia. I don't know why would you ever choose to play Leia?
Because...
That's the worst character in the game.
Slack coins, maybe?
Shut up. No, that was not... That was bad. But
Yeah.
I beat you, so... That was...
Okay.
You always
Good
beat
job.
her.
You beat me at one of the worst games ever.
Yeah, that's hard to do because it's a bad game.
That's true. I mean... I guess you do get some
Exactly.
props for that one.
See? You're a
No,
poo-poo
so
face.
then, I already kind of know the answer to this one.
Oh,
but
no.
both of our favorite indie game and horror game is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. That's
Probably. I don't really play a lot of indie horror games, really.
well, no, but separate things. Like horror games, Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the best ones to ever be made.
Yeah.
Plus indie
Do
games.
I play any horror games? I love Amnesia. Amnesia's...
Oh, Amnesia
Dude, that's
is
some
really
that's
good,
some
too.
PewDiePie nostalgia right there.
Oh, for
Amnesia.
sure.
Ooh.
But then
I love watching a series.
Yeah, with indie games, you can't even compete with Five Nights at Freddy's because it took this one guy giving up on his career and making one last horror game, then going on, and then Markiplier starts playing it. I mean, it was already catching a lot of stuff picking up, snowball effect. But then Markiplier plays it, it skyrockets, and within 3 months he makes a second game. That's the weird thing is that they were taking forever to keep not keeping forever. They are now. That's why they're taking forever to come out with a new one. But they
What
were
happened to the movie?
making exactly there's some projects they take forever on, but then they used to come out with a game every 2 months, and it was okay, why? But so that game was just the fact that one man was just making a game, and now it's turned into a AAA title.
Yeah.
It was when the PlayStation 5 dropped, it was more hyped up than Horizon and stuff like
Really?
that.
That's sick.
The trailer for that game had the most views of anything dropped
That's crazy.
on the PlayStation 5. So I'm incredibly excited for that, and I've been a huge fan ever since the first game. I mean, I am so invested in the lore.
I still
will-
need to read up on the lore.
I
don't
can
really know
nerd
a lot about
out
it.
on that.
Isn't
for hours and
the
hours.
fourth game the first chronologically?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Yes.
I'm out of it right now.
I don't really. It
Otherwise,
doesn't
I
really
could
make
go
any
through
sense.
it.
The lore so far does not make sense to me.
Well,
That's probably because I haven't read up.
The
on,
problem
any of
is
it.
that they started overcomplicating it, and then you have to put it back together. Then you have to forget about some things. You can't pay attention to every single detail because that's what it is in most things. You have to pay attention to the newer stuff rather than the older. Because when this guy was making the first game, he was not making.
Didn't plan on it to
He
be
was
a
not
whole
planning on
thing,
making
yeah.
7 books, all these games. And
I
want
want to see the movie. That sounds sick.
Well, because it's Lighthouse or Blumhouse Productions. I don't remember what the name of it is, but they were the same people who made Blair Witch, is it? But it was some of those really cheaper horror movies, and that's something they needed because originally it was going to be Warner Bros. And that movie would have sucked. But having a cheaper horror company with a smaller budget, which makes them have to get creative, will make a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
So I'll be
I see.
excited to see that one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've heard about it a while ago. I was like, why? There's a movie coming out. Like, how many? Like, what are they going to release for this game? Damn.
Well, and I remember when he made the first book. The first book was like 500 pages.
Seriously?
And it was not.
What was it even
good.
about?
It was like. So it wasn't like it's like two separate canons, but they kind of like it's like a Venn diagram. That's kind of how the books and the games worked. But it was about like William Afton and oh man, what's the other dude's name? I swear, guys, I know so much about this lore, but I can't think of names. I'm so sorry, I'm looking stupid.
Go to sleep.
But it was about like their children and stuff going throughout stuff and trying to like fix the mistakes of William Afton and all that. Henry, that's the one I'm looking for. Henry's daughter was, I think, the main character, who's eventually a robot. I'm not giving you guys spoilers because no one actually wants to read those books. So, I'm not worried about spoilers.
Maybe I'll read it. How about that?
No, it's 500 pages and it wasn't
Maybe
very
I
good.
won't read it.
Yeah, it was, that game series it'll always hold a special place in my heart because I remember like some of my neighbors, we used to be out there playing in the garage, just playing the first FNAF games on our phones. And like
I always played with my sister on her Kindle Fire,
really?
A Fossil. Yeah, we used to play it. We used to stay up at like 3 a.m. when like our parents didn't know we were awake.
Exactly.
And we'd have PewDiePie playing on our TV like through our Xbox, and we would play it on the Kindle. Dude, that was so much fun. Man, I miss being like a legitimate kid.
Well, because that's the one problem is that like being such a hardcore fan of FNAF is that the games aren't scary anymore because you're so used to jump scares. Like I cannot get jump scared anymore because I'm just like a rock when it happens. Just like this has happened to be.
I'm just a very jumpy person in general. It's crazy. I'm not jumpy when it comes to horror movies because I hate horror movies because they're so boring.
Horror
to
movies
me.
are an excuse to have a bad plot,
dude. But seriously, like I horror movies to me, like I just hate them so much because they're so boring and they're so predictable and they're not scary. Like there's like I always tell like one of my friends like scary movies don't exist because like they're just not scary to me. But games, I will piss myself.
Because one of the best things about games is that
it's interactive.
With movies, you're just sitting there watching it. With games, you have to do something.
Yeah, you're playing
otherwise
it.
You're gonna die. And it just makes it feel closer because, like, real life horror is way different because you'll be walking through the street like, oh, something could actually happen to me. And that's why, like, VR horror games are just going to get absolutely terrifying.
My cousin has FNAF VR, and I want to play it so bad.
FNAF VR was so good because I remember, like, with like FNAF 1 when it originally
Mark
came out.
Play it? I thought Mark played it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh, he had a great series on it. He has a great series on everything.
Oh, yeah.
But when the very first Five Nights at Freddy's game came out, I mean, that was the most terrifying game to ever exist at the time. Like everyone was like, this is completely unique horror and everything. And then somehow they made it scarier in the VR game because you have to watch the animatronics walking by your windows, and they're huge compared to you. And so, and it being in VR, you actually don't feel safe. So it's just.
Okay, I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to play it.
And then what's even better about VR horror games is if you're doing it with your friends and they start messing with you, like you get pushed and then you feel like you're about to die.
That's so messed up, dude. I need to get a VR system. That's what I was going to ask for my birthday last year, but I just didn't.
VR is like...
It's crazy expensive, though.
In a few years, I cannot imagine how good VR is going to get.
You're going to be in the game. Did you see it? You probably haven't. I don't watch Black Mirror, but my dad, like I watched one episode with my dad, and
I've
it was
heard
like
quite a bit about it.
Like you had this, like it was like a tiny thing that connected to your console. It was like a little bead, and you put it on the side of your head, and you went into the game as a character.
Kind of like I read a book about that.
No, you didn't.
Back when I read books, back to the top of the episode, but yeah.
Oh no!
I read a book about that where it's like a super hyper realistic VR world.
Yeah, you like went into it. Actually, the main character was Falcon, was Sam Wilson.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was cool to see.
That's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure, right? That was the main character. I don't remember. That was him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in
Anthony
years.
Mackie as the
it was.
character. Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
VR is just kind of like what I worry though is if it'll ever get to the point where it's like kind of like a Matrix thing, where people would rather be in VR than in the real world.
Well, yeah,
that would
it's
not
not
be
real.
Good. But with stuff like VR, it's incredible what people are doing. Like you heard about the Elon Musk microchip, right? Like allegedly they have a monkey that has a microchip.
Yeah, I heard about
games.
that. I think yesterday.
Yeah, like it's all allegedly because he hasn't really put out any proof yet. But like, he definitely has the money to do it. He has the brains to do it. I believe that.
I'm scared. I'm scared about what he's going to be able to do.
Exactly.
In the future, like he has a lot of power and a lot of
Musk
money.
Is like, he's leading us to the future, but it's the same thing. When people have that much money, like Jeff Bezos, it's just kind of like.
It's like it gets a little scary.
Did you see that Jeff Bezos stepped down?
as a CEO, yeah,
he's not
he
the
did.
CEO. I mean, he's like an executive chairman now, which is like that. It's the same
still
thing.
Has power.
You're a high up that doesn't do anything.
Does he? He still like owns the company. Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
you just make a bunch of money. That's all it is. But and I'd assume he actually does do stuff. But I have
he just watches them.
One of my grandma's friends, her daughter. I know, really weird ties there.
Yes.
But she's a really high up at Amazon. Like, making, like, 8 figures.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, she has meetings with Jeff Bezos, like, on the weekly. Yeah. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Now people are going to come for your family.
Yeah. Even crazier ties, a different friend of my grandma is related to Mark Hamill.
Why is your grandma so connected?
I don't know.
Isn't it crazy? I read somewhere that like you're always connected to a celebrity, like 2 to 3 people away. You're connected. to someone.
Somehow.
And I'm trying to think like who the hell?
It kind of just depends on like what level of celebrity.
Yeah, apparently I'm apparently one of my cousins is like an NFL player or whatever.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I forgot.
That's what usually is, sports celebrities. But I'm like, how am I related to like one of my favorite actors and voice actors?
Are you related, or is your grandma's friend?
Well, no, not related, but like.
Well, now you have to meet him.
I have.
Now you have to.
I have.
What?
I've met Mark Hamill before. I was like 6 years old, but yeah.
What?
I didn't even know who he was at the time, but I do know now.
Grayson, you never told me this.
I've met Mark Hamill.
I can't tell if you're like a
No, like seriously. So it was
What?
Oh, is it her name Linda that my grandma lived with for a long time? Like a long
Or
time.
are you asking me?
They lived. I'm asking myself, but they lived together, and her is cousin or nephew, something along those lines, is Mark Hamill. So yeah.
Then you met.
Yeah, when I was like really young, like 5, 6, like not old enough that I knew who he was at all. And he looked way older than he did in the old Star Wars.
Didn't tell me that.
No, honestly, that's
How do you not tell me, the person who we always have conversations about Star Wars with, that you have met Mark Hamill?
Hey, I told you now.
You know what?
You
It's been months.
Okay, I'm gonna meet Hayden Christensen next, and I won't tell you for 2 years.
You know what? You know what?
Your
I'm gonna meet
crush.
him first. He's not my celebrity crush.
That's
He's
what
your celebrity
says.
crush.
That's what someone says.
You know what?
I have
I'm
a
so
crush on
done with this
someone.
conversation. You need to bury this already.
Everyone in the comments, please write cheese grater abs, and that's how we'll know.
You know what?
That
I'm
you
so
listened
done with
to the
that
whole
stupid
thing.
shit. I'm so done, dude. You're making me mad.
All right. I think we're about to end it here with PT very triggered about her crush.
I don't. It's your crush.
All right, sure.
You and your
Keep telling yourself that.
You know what?
We'll see. We'll see in the comments if people watched all the way through, and you
They
will be
haven't.
triggered.
I don't think they will.
I know, but if you have, I'm telling you, please comment. But thank you for listening. We really appreciate it, and we have a ton of fun with this. I hope you're having fun listening to it. We plan on keep going. I don't know if we said this on or off the podcast, but probably at some point we'll actually be doing like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yes.
That's like a year or so
We hope to
away.
have a freaking gaming channel,
I know,
dude. You know
but
how
yeah.
sick that would be? That would be so
It
much
would be really
fun,
fun.
dude.
So, but I mean, your guys' support really
And
means a lot.
we'd be really entertaining. We'd be really
We
nice.
could.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of like the most entertaining people
Ever.
So,
But yeah.
thank you guys so much for listening, and hopefully we will see you again next time, whenever that is. We should be getting to a closer schedule at
like
some
an actual
point.
schedule.
But we really appreciate you guys listening. It means a ton to have people here. And even if you weren't here, that's fine. We're still just going to talk to you anyways and pretend that you are there.
Yes, indeed.
So hopefully we'll see you next time. Deuces.
Bye.